Hey there YouTube, this is Super7 again. Now that Nationals is over, and I have taken my frog deck and I've been playing my frog deck non-stop basically since Tidal came out. Now that Nats is over, I really don't have to prepare for anything, and I just sort of fool around with all my decks that I've had waiting in the wings since. And one deck that I've been waiting to play since Crane finally came out is my pure Atlantean deck, now upgraded with titles and dropped Undying completely. So I'll get into that. Oh yeah, and I'm sure you noticed I have the Nationals mat now, which is kind of ironic because it's got the Merveils on it, and I'm running a deck that normally would have more Merveils in it, and now doesn't. We have the Atlantean core. We have, I'm putting it way too up, 3 Dragoons, 3 Marksmen, 3 Heavy Infantry. The only one I think I would actually change the number of is Dragoons, but considering how powerful Diva is, being able to search her whenever I need is still too good to ignore. Also, the new placement of legendary Atlantean Tridon and a copy of Poseidra. In case those who don't know what Tridon does, Tridon, you contribute this card, and when sea serpent type monster, you can special summon 1 Poseidra from your hand deck, or your deck, and all monsters your opponent currently controls lose 300 attack. Kind of like Poseidra's effect, where it special summons itself, and then giant tornades the field, and then your opponent's monsters lose attack. So it's basically basically he's the Atlantean prince, or just a younger version of Poseidra. Could be either one. I'm not exactly sure which it is in the actual story. But basically, I just run one run Tridon, one Poseidra. I'm not going to run more. I've seen some people who do. I don't feel like drawing bad hands, so running minimalistic. Basically, it's like if I can get to a Tridon with a Diva, or using a Heavy Infantry in my hand, going Heavy Infantry Tridon, or summoning it off a Marksman, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'm not going to bother. But I have those. 3 Diva, obviously, it's pure, so Diva is way more important in pure Atlanteans than Merveils, as there's a lot more emphasis on the actual Atlanteans. And to my discard engine, we have Tidal, 3 titles, and 2 streams. Obviously, with the 1 Poseidra, it can rank 7 a lot like my frog deck can, just in different ways, with the added bonus of stream for extra titles. And although it's not going to happen as often as it can in frogs, just because Poseidra comes out a lot less than in that deck. But the option is there. Mostly, it activates my Atlanteans, and Tidal mills 1 card that's really important and causes an OTK, which I will get to. I run 2 Crane as a test, mostly to go Crane into Marksman and then overlay into rank 3, usually Leviathan, to basically pop cards. So there's that. And also I just have access to all the other rank 3s. Leviathan becomes really a lot better than it used to, just because Tidal can banish anything now. So you can sort of do a lot of things with that. Lastly, last monster, and the one I was talking about with Tidal, Blackwing Zephyros the Elite. And there's actually an OTK with this, which I will get into later. But it allows you, one of the main uses is that Zephyros is in the graveyard. You can go Diva into Heavy Infantry, bounce the Diva with Zephyros and get it on the field. And then you can summon the Diva again off of Heavy Infantry's effect, and then go into more things. And like I said, there's an OTK I'll get into after I go through the extra deck. Spells, we have 2 Gold Sark, 2 for the titles and the streams. 2 Salvage, I have Super Salvages now. Still really good. Can reborn Diva, or it can get back Diva to your hand. Heavy Infantry, Marksman, just which stream was 100 or less attack. And we just can sort of have my little singles. We have one Heavy Storm, one Book of Moon, one Monster Born, one Dark Hole. That's it for spells. Very low number. I have actually more traps than I do spells. It's kind of what I do with my decks. I prefer high trap counts. We have 2 breakthrough skills, 2 torrential, 2 bottomless, 2 compulsory, and then these are kind of filler cards in here, but I have 2 Call the Haunteds. It's mostly 2 just like reborn Atlanteans, and then actually like exes with them a lot more, or just like, you know, being able to get a marksman on the field leads to lots of damage and crazy plays. So having a lot of access to it is good. Those I might replace though. I'm not sure for what though. At least right now. Extra as of now is, well, I have 4 synchros, and that's 1 Cataster, 1 Gungnir, 1 Black Rose Dragon, and 1 Crimson Blader. Now, I'll probably do an update after Judgment of the Light, especially if any of the OCG imports happen to be a bunch of the cards I'm looking for. That will help this deck out, because there's a whole list of them I'm really looking forward to. Armor Kappa, Nightmare Shark, Fishborg Archer. There was one more. I forgot now. Shoot. Never mind. Well, I know there's one card that I know is in Judgment of the Light, and that's Starform Dragon, or whatever its name changed to now. Because Tidal or Poseidra plus a Diva plus a Heavy Infantry leads to Starform Dragon. So I can make it pretty easily. Might run 2 if I can get 2. We'll see. My 2 rank 2s, Gachi, Daigusto Phoenix. I used to run Dark Mist in here just because I can go Heavy Infantry, Diva, Heavy Infantry, or another Diva, and then that would be 3. But I'm really stressed for space now, so I kind of got to run a very minimalistic extra deck. So I have those 2. I have 2 number 17 Leviathan Dragons, just because it's the water that activates Atlanteans. This would probably be replaced with Nightmare Shark immediately if that came out. For the other rank 3s, I have a Zen Mains and a Leviair. I have 2 rank 4s, and that's Abyss Dweller, which was before. And then I had the other one I had what used to be Utopia, but now it's a Gaga Cowboy, just because I prefer versatility than anything, and just being able to burn for games, or just being able to take out up to 3,000 attack monsters make Cowboy even better. And the other reason is that, like, after I actually added Cowboy into my extra, and then while I was like sort of doing test hands, I discovered I could do an OTK, and I with Cowboy, and it's integral to that, which I'll get into in a second. Then I have 3 rank 7s. I might reduce it to 2. Like I said, I don't make that many. I have 2 Biscayos and 1 number 74 Master of Blades. Obviously, if a Big Eye fell into my lap or Dragossack fell into my lap, I'd be running them. But same reason I don't run them in Frogs is just because I don't have them. So we'll wait for the reprint if there's going to be any. We'll see. No side deck currently. It's pretty much just moved the whole side deck from my Frog deck that I had at Nationals, because most of it's relevant to this deck, and I'm just too lazy to make a new one right now. But to the OTK, it involves having a Blackwing Zephyros the Elite in your graveyard and a Deep Sea Diva, and that's it. This, with an empty field that your opponent has, is game. It's game by a few hundred points. Now, Zephyros would be in the graveyard, usually from Tidal, whatever. You can even do Tidal on your turn, because Tidal doesn't matter. Go Diva into Heavy Infantry, bounce the Diva to your hand, get Zephyros out, take the 400 damage, using Heavy Infantry's extra summon that you get. Diva again into Marksman. You overlay these for Phoenix, and you detach, it doesn't matter which. And then you'll have a Marksman, a Phoenix, and a Zephyros in the field. And you attack with Zephyros, you attack twice with Daigusto Phoenix, you attack with Marksman, and then you get a Dragoons. It's just hard to fit all this on the camera. There we go. You get a Dragoons, and this is 3,000 total, 46, 6,000, 78. 200 points short, but that's where you go into main phase 2. You make one rank 4. I'm looking in the wrong deck. You go for a rank 4 in Cowboy. Detach 1 800 game. So there's that. Let me know what you guys think of it. Like I said, I'll do a update of this deck past Judgment of the Light if anything comes out that's just not Starform Dragon, or if I change it entirely. I'll let you know, guys. I'll let you know what that situation is. So this is Chaos Reaper 87 out for now.